Legion of Superheroes number 7, written by Paul Levitz, art by Francis Portela. Last issue, 3 plots happened. This issue, 3 plots will happen. Look, I'm going to keep this real brief as best I can. So, A plot, Dragon Wing and Chameleon Lad are fighting against this gang in China that all have like dragon wings and superpowers or whatever. And they're kind of holding their own for a while, but then Chameleon Lad actually gets like beaten by this Phoenix guy who leads them all. And this random lady who genuinely, like, I looked through this entire series. She never gets a name. It's Harmonia, but like she doesn't get the little box that says, hey, this is Harmonia, because Harmonia is her actual name. So Harmonia and Comic Queen are approached by Dream Girl, and they say, hey, something's going on with Chameleon Lad. He's in distress. Go help him. So we see the Dragon Wings trying to take on this whole tribe, and she's doing a pretty decent job at holding her own, but in the end, she's still no match. And then the Harmonia and Comic Queen show up and save their asses. And her sister betrays her and is about to try to kill her. And then Harmonia just says, Phoenix, you are so low and far beneath me. You will never be leader of China or whatever, but China will still prevail after you. And she traps him in some rocks, and then Dragonwing tackles her sister and takes her out. That was it. That was the whole A plot. B plot, that boiling sea of lava on Earth is still riling, despite the fact that Chemical Kid or whatever supposedly fixed the thing, which means that clearly it isn't some industrial accident that causes it. It's somebody specific doing it. So then Sun Boy or whatever jumps down into the lava and basically just gets rid of the lava, as best I can tell. It looks like it's just gone. And when he does so, we see that there are 2 people who are actually behind it, and they are apparently tied to some part of that dragon thing that's going on in the A plot, but even they don't understand what the hell's going on with that. C plot, there is a forget their name, but the alien invader guys, they are basically creating new mixes of Daxamite DNA and their own DNA so that they can invade and attack the Legion, and I guess it's working. And then D plot, there's literally 1 page of Brainiac and Mon-El talking about how Brainiac wants to lead the Legion, and Mon-El is like, okay, in that case we'll start another election and you can win fair and square, and they said deal. So that's going to be something happening, I guess. That's it. That's the whole book. That's everything going on. I don't get it. Oh, last page, because that's where all the plots converge, kind of. The A and B, at least, is basically Dragonwing and specifically Chemical Kid being like, hey, in Legion training school, you didn't tell us it was going to be this crazy serious, Chameleon Lad. And Chameleon Lad's like, yep, if you mess up for even a second like I did, it could be all over. I was lucky today. And why? I don't even understand what's happening anymore. And maybe that's on me. But, it's not even, it's one thing to have an A plot and a B plot that, diverge from the same point or something like that, which this one didn't. It had 2 complete, there was a weird lava thing going on, and then there's this weird going to find my sister thing going on. And it just so happened that they converged in the end, which that may make some sense in the scale of the whole story, but it's really confusing at the beginning because it's why are we following these 2 completely? I have no reason to care about any of these until finally you get to the end and you're like, oh, I guess they were connected. But even then, the C plot doesn't matter, the D plot doesn't matter to this, but eventually, at some point way further down, they'll connect. But that doesn't make me care about them now. And that's really what I need right now, is for some reason to care. None of these, there's a billion fucking characters and I don't care about any of them. Just to give you Comic Queen, I had to go through this entire book looking for her first appearance because that's the only time they ever say her name. God, I dislike this book so much. It's the end of the first one. That's it for this trade. Do I felt like an arc ended here? No. This felt just as final as any other issue that we've dealt with so far. There's just no good storytelling here. I don't understand the appeal of it at all. I don't understand what's selling it beyond the fact that there are Legion of Superheroes fans in the general sense. I'm giving this like a 3.5. A lot of that's just down to the fact of at least it managed to continue on the stories from the previous issue. Like they did the A to B stuff. I at least got that. But everything else, man, I don't know. I just no. I'm not even gonna bother justifying it. I just don't like it. That's it. I just don't like it. 3.5. Boo.